Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, I was supposed to put something up there. That was my fault. That's all right. I forgot to put that up there. Joey's probably looking at this going, sigh. Anyway, that's why the screen is half empty like that. That was my fault. Good. I wanted everybody to see the snow anyway. You guys wanted some snow. Joey put some snow together for us. So I got the holiday background. That's good. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Thank you, by the way, to Ryan for filling in yesterday to do AMA all by himself, especially with the Fed meeting. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation to let me know that I'm running, that I'm coming across loud and clear. The alert just hit on my iPad, just heard it. And in the background also, Clay is helping out for Joey. So, again, you guys wanted to see the snow right after last week's live stream. Joey put the snow together. The background, I love that. I love that. And normally I have something to the side of me, you know, the color guard and all that. But today I think it was serendipitous for me to not put it there so you can get the full effect of the snow. All right, Joey crushing it with the snow. Joey did a great job. We looked around to find something. Joey and I came up on this. It was more Joey than me. So with that being said, thank you for asking about my grandbaby yesterday. She had a 103 fever. She did, and her mom had to go to work. Janet had to go to work. So she got home. Her mom got home early, but I still stayed out. So all I'm going to tell you from this perspective, and you garner what you want, okay? I'm okay. I'll just leave it right there. All right, so my house is full of sick people right now. It is what it is, but I'm okay. All right, if I wasn't, I wouldn't be here today. So I'll leave it just like that. Thank you very much, George. I appreciate that. Right now, why you crushed the market, Uncle Glenn? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. We're going to talk a little bit about that today as well. Market's falling. All right, the market is falling, and it is what it is. Do we still have time for a Santa rally? Yes, we do, because the Santa rally officially kicks off the day after Christmas, which is coming up next week. Do you know that? Snowing up here in Okanagan, Canada. I ain't going to make fun of the name. I was finna say something, but I got to be respectful because I haven't the slightest idea if I even said that name right. So, all right. First things first, let's get into the software. All right. And this is the reason there we go. This is the reason why I'm saying, is it the right time to start thinking about bottom fishing? For those of you who are brand new to the VectorVest software, we do have two indicators in the VectorVest software that let us know when the market is oversold. Interestingly, that Akshaya, someone who is always in the chat, said to me the other day that, Glenn, the market is oversold. And I was like, it's Okanagan. Oh, is that what Okanagan? Is that what it is? That's all I got to say about that. Well, I got sort of kind of close, right? Akshaya was saying that the market was already oversold. I did add RSI to the market timing graph. We're at a level where the market is at that level of being oversold. Not only that, the MTI, we have two indicators. The MTI, which is the underlying trend of the market, when it gets to a value of about 0.60, the market is looking for a bottom. Our buy to sell ratio, how many buys compared to sells in the software, when that level gets to about 0.20, the market is looking for a bottom. So right now, our indicators are real close to looking for a bottom. And when Akshaya said that, the market's oversold, I said it wasn't quite there yet, but you know what put it there? Yesterday's action. The Fed came and talked. Why did y'all get all mad with the market when he said, when he was listening, I was listening into Ryan's live stream. It is what it is. I think they overshot as far as the cuts. Anybody agree with me on that? Do you agree that he overshot on the cuts? Type of 1. If you think he was right in line with the cuts, type of 2. All right, I'm just curious to know. I think he overshot. I don't think that we need it based upon The market, based upon the, not the market, but based upon the economy and the jobs, I think he overshot. Now, for those that are typing too, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I just didn't think, based upon what we had, that we needed 3 cuts. I really didn't think we were going to get any cuts, or maybe just one. I don't know enough to understand the market reaction. I think that he pretty much said he's going to not give a cut in January. The labor market is strong, George. And what is his mandates? He always talks about in every meeting. The Fed's mandate is to stabilize price and get full employment. He was messing with the Canadian market too. That's a big day. Look at that candle yesterday. That's a huge down day. If I click on it, let's go see the open price was 72.59, 72.55. We finished right at the low, which that's $2 and about $2.50. Move on the VectorVest composite. Now, Chris says it was an overreaction. I would agree with that, Chris, if today was an open candle. So what does the closed candle tell me? That the price started up here and is now below the open. It's a green candle because it's higher than yesterday's close, but it's a closed candle because the price is lower than the open, and we're sitting at a level of support. I let the VectorVest software draw the support. What did Marvin say? Marvin said something. I don't know. Oh, and then someone says, Michael says, you got it, Marvin. We are feeling it here too, Kathy. So he was messing with the Canadian markets too. How will higher for longer impact large cap versus small cap? I think that if we stay put, again, this is my opinion. If we stay put, well, I think large cap is where people are going to be comfortable with. Small cap is when the market is moving higher. Right? Small cap is when the market's moving higher. People see that it's moving higher. The economy sounds good. Job market sounds good. And people jump on to the lower dollar, more riskier plays. Why are they not doing that right now? Let's go do this real quick. Let's go look at the IWM. Big move on the, so that's the Russell 2000. Slowly moving. Ooh, what's this candlestick formation? I'm trying to get you guys to learn candlestick formations. Shooting star follow through. No more follow through, but trending down. Look at that. Possible hanging man at the top of the pattern. Follow through, follow through, follow through, follow through, follow through. Follow. Anyway, today's candle, though, is sort of giving us some semblance of an offset bearish or bullish harami. Could we be getting to a level, giving our indicators, showing that we could be closer looking for a bottom? And now a possible reversal, could that all be setting up for a possible bottom fishing opportunity? The horizontal line right about here. 219.05 on the Russell. Beautiful level. Look at that. Nice level of resistance, nice level of support. It's a beautiful level. Serves both as support and resistance going back over the last 3 months. Could we be setting up for a possible bottom fishing? And again, our indicators, the MTI is 0.77 and a little bounce. Now, I'm going to also give you another reason why we got a bounce today. Anybody want to give me a reason? I think it's only one reason why the market rebounded today. Anybody want to type the word in? There's one reason I think we got a little bit of a rebound, even though it's a closed candle. There's one reason. Anybody? It's one thing that I'm looking for, and a lot of people complain about it. A lot of people complain about this one thing. Oversold, that's not it. Rigged, that's not it. Profits, not it. Dead cat, not it. Come on, housing, not it. Inflation, not it. Rubber biscuits? Where does rubber biscuits come from? Hope, kitty bounce. All right. What do you think happened today after yesterday's big move down? What correction, unemployment? Look at this candle. What do you think triggered today's move? I'm going to give it. What do you think triggered today's move? Look at yesterday's candle. Nobody's still getting it. How about algorithms? Now, If that makes sense, type ah. All right, do that. If that makes sense, type ah. I think that was straight up algorithms, Marty, I'm with you. I think that was straight up. That was a big, look at all of the candles. Look at all of the candles on this 3-month graph. This move today, I think, was the algos. I think that's a trigger. That's a trigger right there for the algos. And you know something? Why I still think that the market still has more downside? It's a closed candle. It's like, oh yeah, the algos kicked in, but guess what? The market is still moving lower than the open. Okay, Glenn, as you were talking to yesterday and you were live streaming Powell, I watched my stocks just plummet. They're up almost 1/2 of what I lost yesterday. Kathy, does that not tie into what I just said? Think about that. Does that not tie into what I just said? Biggest candle in the 3-month graph. That was enough to trigger the algorithms to kick in. And even with that, the market is still showing. The market is still showing we got some more downside because the price right now is lower than the open. Somebody asked, what is an algo? An algorithm. It is a protection for a lot of the big money out there that when markets rise or fall really quickly, computer algorithms kick on to help spur a move. The algorithm said yesterday, oh my gosh, the market fell. We got to kick in and buy more stocks. Femi, does that make sense? Again, the biggest bar on the last 3 months. Now, this was continuous, down to a level of support. That made sense. AVGO put stopped out this morning, but I moved the stops to top the reserves. There you go. Buying puts seem the way to go with the market the way it is right now. But you know something? I'm going to go to homepage. When should you have been defensive? Well, we were talking about that. Look back here. Yellow, cautious. I'm just going day by day. Cautious, defensive. That's looking at December 13th. Defensive. All that red turns into more defensive. Yellow is more, unplug my mic and put it back in. Okay. All right. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right. I don't know what just happened. Your voice. Yes, it is. It's better. Our cat. I did something in a live stream with our cat. I like our cat. I don't know what happened with the mic, but I appreciate it. Time to buy Palantir. Oof. All right, let's do this. Before I get to the news, let's go look at the couple that you just gave me. Let's go look at our cat. Let's go look at Palantir. I'm only looking at a couple of stocks. Let's go. MU, there's news on Micron. There was news on, and Micron's getting his butt kicked. I got news on Micron. Sound, MU, SOUN, comma, ETHU, comma, one more, CRNT. All right. So I think today I like the idea. Look at that. A stock, that's a piercing pattern. Goes to show it should probably have some more upside. Where that was a dark cloud cover. Again, how many of you are getting a better understanding of candlesticks? Type a 1 in the room. How many of you are getting a better understanding, especially with the Fridays videos? How many of you are getting a better understanding of candlesticks? Type a 1 in the room. All right, should I hood it? Hold on. NUC. I'm not touching NUC. I know that Ryan talked about it yesterday, but I'm not touching NUC. All right, look at that. Cloud cover, dark cloud cover, boom. Got a little bit of shooting star, more boom. Not a hammer, nothing, really nothing. Spinning top, nothing. But right now, I got a piercing pattern, a bullish piercing pattern. Can they be rewatched? Absolutely, Marvin. Absolutely. All my Friday videos for the past 2 or 3 weeks have been about candlesticks, and tomorrow is going to be the same. And I think the idea tomorrow if we're getting close to a level of bottom fishing, I think tomorrow's video is going to be bottom fishing with candlesticks. Ooh. Yes or no if you would like to see that video tomorrow. Bottom fishing, looking at all over 9,000 stocks we have. Bottom fishing with candlesticks. You like that? Yes or no? Nvidia done. I'm going to add Nvidia up here real quick. NVDA. That was the most powerhouse stock in the world forever. MU. Right at a level of resistance. Little bit of consolidation. Like the yes is excellent. Bottom, then that's what tomorrow's video is going to be. Bottom fishing with candlesticks. But you got to watch it, and you got to tell people to watch it. I think if we're getting close to a bottom fishing campaign, why not use the Friday platform of looking at candlesticks to help with that? All right. Micron, I'm not feeling it. I got a news story on Micron, so I think I'm going to pull that up. CRNT, a lot of these stocks, a lot of people, look at this. Money, 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 and look at it now. Again, that's why, what date did I say you needed to start being defensive? It was December 13th by way of the color guard. All right, let's go look at December 13th. There it is. December 13th on the color guard, more red popping in, defensive. Here, as the color guard had a lot of yellow in it, cautious. This is defensive. This is the buying of the puts, the selling of the calls. Would that have been a great idea right there on December 13th by way of the color guard? Absolutely. Am I thinking about getting into it now? No, it's trending lower. Here it is, Palantir, 1213, defensive. Look at what it did since then. Just moved sideways. So it's great that as a VectorVest here on a YouTube channel, we talk about stocks, but as a VectorVest subscriber, you get access to that color guard and understanding what you need to be doing on a day-over-day basis. If you're not a subscriber to the VectorVest software, we're still running a holiday special. 99 cents for 30 days of a VectorVest subscription. For 30 days, you get this kind of information on the color guard every single day. You get the guidance that we give in the daily color guard every single day. It's one thing that I can now go back and look at stocks and determine, hey, I should have done this, I should have done that. The Eugene, MTI 0.6 and the BSR 0.2 for bottom fishing. Eugene, absolutely. And thank you for that, Clay. In order to get the 30-day subscription for 99 cents, holiday special, go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. How many of you, now I'm about to put some of y'all on blast. How many of you still do not have a subscription to the VectorVest software? Type the word me. Now, I'm gonna put some shine on you because I'm finna help you out a little bit here. How many of you here on the YouTube channel still, and don't be scared to type me, how many of you do not still have, the mobile counts, George, the mobile counts. All right, those of you who do not have a subscription to the VectorVest software, type me in the room. Now, keep typing the me's, keep typing the me's. All right. This is where VV Nation comes into play. VV Nation, this is your time, not me. This is your time to talk to those people like Dan. Talk to those people like Dan and Jose who do not have a subscription to the software. Right now, I want VV Nation to speak up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Give them a reason to want to take the trial for 99 cents. I want VV Nation to do that. Give them a reason, not just listening to me. Give them a reason to want to take a 99-cent trial to the software. All right. Now, either VV Nation's going to do it or they ain't. So I just put myself out there. That's all. I just put myself out there, but I believe in VV Nation. I believe in the VV Nation. All right. So while that's going on, let me finish looking at the stocks you gave me. RCAT. I like RCAT. A little volatile, but the market is a little volatile right now. The market is a little volatile. Keep those comments coming. Keep those comments coming. I want VV Nation to talk to those people. I'm not going to say a word. I want VV Nation to keep those comments coming. Now, RCAT. Little level of support. It's a tough time right now. Wow. John just put it out there. I didn't ask nobody to throw no money. I didn't ask nobody to throw no money out there. But John, hey, can you pin that, Clay? John Schmucker's comment. If that don't help you in and of itself, I don't know what else will. I don't know what else. That is huge. I want people to see that, Clay. I don't know if he put that up there. All right. RCAT. A little bit of volatility in the market. The stock is feeling it, bouncing off support. I do have an update with very little wick. All right. John, that was 58,000 reasons. You just gave 58,000 reasons. Furby says, I'm probably the lamest investor and I still make money. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Furby. Thank you for that. All right. I'm not looking at NUC. I don't want to look at it. I think that was such a speculative play. And I don't know how many people. ServiceNow, I know you like ServiceNow. We are. I think Nvidia is in here. I think it is. Let me look at these real quick. Sound. As much as I like sound, nice bouncing off support, breaking through resistance, shooting star, follow through, bearish engulfing. I'd be careful with sound. All right. If you still got it, I'd be careful. ETHU, you know, I got beat up on one of my quantum picks. RGTI got smoked today. Got smoked. But quantum computing is interesting. All right, I'm going to tell you something about quantum computing. Ryan's video last night did great. All right, it did great. And it's, I want to tell you that it's a hot industry just like AI was. All right, still is. I'm going to tell you something. I was going to make a video with quantum computing stocks and candlesticks. I got to be honest. I couldn't find one bullish candlestick pattern right now. Now, that's just me being honest with you. I still love the industry. I still think it's in its infancy, and I think it's got a lot of role to play going forward. But I want to tell you to be careful with them right now. Again, my RGTI got killed. I don't know about all of the other stocks. I have a watch list. I took Ryan's watch list and put it into Trending Thursday. I'm going to take a look at it today. But I think what has happened is that between us and YouTube talking about quantum computing drew a whole lot of people into that. But I'm telling you, when I ran the candlestick searches on that watch list, I couldn't find one stock right now that I would feel comfortable saying go buy right now. All right. So again, I got to preface that by I think it's going to be one of the hottest industries for 2025. I will say that. But I just want everybody who jumped on board between Ryan and I's video to be very careful. I want you to be very careful. Glenn, go back and read what VV Nation says about subscribing. I looked at some of them. I only made 6G on Qubit. Only? Why am I paying $49 for mobile? Because that's the price of it, I think. I don't know. Janice, is there one that you wanted to talk about? If you follow VectorVest, you will make money. I have 3 portfolios and have doubled 2 of them this year in profits. The third one, I take risk and I'm up, but not 100% a year. Dan says, I'm sold. I'm buying now. Type a W in the room for that right now. Holy, that's awesome. Type a W in the room for Dan. Again, I did not want to sell the product at that particular point in time. This is the time I wanted to hear VV Nation come out. That type the W's in the room. That was all you folks. That was all you folks. That had nothing to do with me right there. And this is where I love having VV Nation, VV Nation, VV Nation, VV Nation. There you go. That's somebody who honestly said, well, I'm not a subscriber. I wanted you guys to talk to him. And that was awesome. I hope we get more people like that happen every so often. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. Let me finish looking at these so we can get to the news. Next one is Nvidia. Somebody said Nvidia. Did I look at Palantir? I don't know if I looked at Palantir. I thought I did. Oh, this Palantir. What did I say about Palantir? I'm not feeling it right now. Right now, it's only just moving sideways. I love Palantir. You know I love Palantir. It's just moving sideways. I'm glad that it's above this level of support of 65.99. Let's call it 66. I like that. But with the given the market's condition, Natalie, well, hold on. Natalie says, yes, I know you missed me. Did you just subscribe to Natalie? Did you just do that? Uh-oh, hold on. Did I miss that? Did I miss that? I don't know. I'm looking, Natalie. I'm looking. Dan, I see. I'm looking for Natalie. Natalie, did you just subscribe too? And if you did, I don't see it, Natalie. Am I missing it? I'm going. I either missed it or I'm blind. It's one of the two. Nonetheless, Natalie, if you did subscribe, then thank you. If I missed it, I apologize. All right. When will we be able to play the downside? Now, it's interesting. Type the W's for Natalie as well. Interesting, when you say play to the downside, the time to start to play to the downside would have been the first time that I said to be defensive. When we saw that on the color guard, which was what? December 13th. That was the time when we saw a lot more red come in. That's when I would have started to be more playing to the downside. By that time, the confirmed call was down. The primary wave was down. I believe the DEW was down. All of them were down. If we were going to play to the downside, that would have been it. But the interesting thing is, I still think that the Santa rally is still in play. It's still in play that we fell, and we fell hard. They got to the level of being oversold. We got there fast. RGI took off just before the Fed crap made 5K. Way to go. Laura, I didn't. I did not, and I got smoked. I'm still holding, and I got smoked, and I'm an idiot. Yep, I'll call it. I'm an idiot. Clay, you can pin that. If Joey was here, Joey would have typed in Glenn's an idiot and would have pinned it. That's what he would have done. But yeah, I did not get out of it. Sounds like this is recruiting season. Oh no, I'm not recruiting nobody. I'm not. Friday the 13th signal. That was it. So what else is in here? Nvidia, yeah, and ETHU. I got a little beat up on my what am I in? ETHE, but I'm still ahead of the game. All right, but now given that we know that the market is possibly getting to a level of bottom fishing, we may have some more downside to this level of the 69 on the VectorVest composite. I still want the market to come to me, but I'm going to start getting you guys ready with tomorrow's video on bottom fishing, but with candlesticks. All right, bottom fishing with candlesticks. You really want me to look at this stock, NUKK. I know Ryan looked at it yesterday because Boston took, I figured that's why I didn't want to look at it. That's straight profit taking. That was a big move yesterday. The stock was up almost 300% yesterday. I figured after not doing anything all this time, that today would have been a profit-taking day, and it is. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't have touched it yesterday either. That's just me. Them YouTube free riders need to be exposed. They are not free riders. They are here learning. And I will teach as long as I can. Can you look at that, please? Sigh. All right, last stock, because I got to get to stuff. All right, again, look at that Russell sitting right at the level of support. There's NUC and there's DAP. Again, a lot of stocks. Who just gave me that? Whoever just gave me that. That was the color of travel. A lot of stocks are looking just like this. Glenn, what do we need to with the stock we have now? You need to tighten stops. Well, better yet, I'll get to that when we go look at your stocks. How about that? Let's get into the news. I'm gonna have to go through the news quickly now because I spent a lot of time. How'd that happen? Web stories? Oh, did I set them up for the put me back on program? I think these were set up for program. That's all right. It's my fault. All right. U.S. growth revised to 3% on stronger consumer spending. Why? Because the economy is still doing good. All right. We're going to go through these stories quick. Existing home sales rise as buyers accept high mortgage rates because a lot of people are still looking to get into houses. And they're like, is the market ready for another housing boom? People just saying, freak it, I'm going to get in. We'll see. Will the market rebound? Akshaya, yes, I think that it will. I just don't know when. You know me. You can't pin me down to that. But I do, going back to what you just said, Akshaya, I do see the market coming to a level of support at 69.69. We'll see what happens. I already mentioned you earlier about the market being oversold, your comment, and where we are right now. I think that we've got to this level. I'm going to let the market come to me. I'm going to let the market come to me. 69.69 is a good level. We'll see if it hits that or not. Let me get back into the news. We got to get through the news. How about this? Quantum computing. This is from our blog. All right, I want everybody to do this. If you haven't done it yet, go to www.vectorvest.com and you're going to go to our main website. Looks just like this. All right, this is what our main website looks like. You'll also, 30-day trial is here though. If I click on it, we should be running the special. There it is, 99-cent holiday sale. This is where you can go and get your trial to the VectorVest software. But something I want you to all pay attention to if you haven't already. The confirmed down signal is to shrink your portfolio, tighten stops, and protect profits. I think the confirmed down signal, the slowest, most conservative, is straight up defensive. Once that goes down, that's the slowest, most conservative timing call. Once that goes down, it's probably a great time to be defensive. Go to articles. We have swing trading articles, options articles, stock market news, and retirement. I simply just click on the articles right there. Every day we give you a story about something that's going on in the market, but we tie it into utilizing the VectorVest software. So this is the story that I wanted to look at today, all right? As you go through the story, RGTI gives you some information. One of the stocks that I own, the gun I got smoked on, a smaller but intriguing player, Rigetti, is all in on quantum hardware and software for investors seeking direct exposure to quantum. This is one to watch. I still like the play. I need to probably get out of it to capture whatever profits I have or to limit the losses. I own Q, Honeywell, Alphabet, IBM, but this is decoding, right here, decoding the quantum opportunity. What our metrics reveal. Upside potential, safety, timing. Nobody else does this. Everybody else on YouTube is going to give you stocks, give you stories, da-da-da-da-da. But to be able to tie it in and watch a video, short video that Ryan did about it, folks, this is why if you're not a subscriber to the VectorVest software, you need another reason why you need to consider it. Go to our blog. We try very hard to put some stuff out to you every day. www.vectorvest.com/blog. This is it. And as I go back, every day we try to put out some story about something as long as my back button works. Nissan on the 18th, Nvidia on the 7th. You still wanted to know about Nvidia? Look at that. Look at that. We had a story 2 days ago. Is Nvidia still worth buying? This comes right from our blog. Right from our blog. So for those of you who are not subscribers or still like, as Tabula says, still like the ability to, even if you don't take a subscription, we're going to help everybody. You visit our blog, folks. Visit our blog. We've got great writers that put a lot of great stuff in here for you. All right. INOQ rises after D.A. Davidson initiates with a buy rating. So that's an analyst for INOQ, up 5% pre-market. Micron, there it is. Micron stock plummets as weak outlook overshadows AI opportunity. Yikes. And that's why it is down today in a bigly way. What happened to Mullen? You know, I told you I'm not a big fan of EVs, Roger. But there is one that I am keeping my eyes on. I'm going to talk about it later next week. And that is Rivian. Rivian is catching my attention a little bit. APLD, I think, is in that list of quantum that Ryan put together. I will see in a second. Nvidia this is another problem with Nvidia. Nvidia may postpone volume ramp up of the Blackwell machines. Why? Because of the overheating. Yikes. Remember when the last earnings report came out and they talked about they were ramping up, everything is good to go, but now more news. This is going to hurt Nvidia. Tesla, I am in TSLL. I think a lot of it, whether you like it or not, Michael says, thanks again. I appreciate all the great information. You're welcome, Michael. Whether you like it or not, I think the relationship between Trump and Musk is going to help Tesla. However you think about it is up to you. All I'm looking at it is for an opportunity to make money. That's as much as I'm going to get into that. So I think Tesla's going to be able to hold up as far as an EV, but I am keeping my eyes on Rivian. Palantir is rebounding thanks to AI. Palantir gets contract after freaking contract after freaking contract. Palantir is putting its big boy pants on. I think long-term, Palantir is going to be like an Nvidia. It is. I lost a light on MU, Kurush. I hear you, but there's the news behind it. There was the news behind it. Glenn, why do almost all quantum computing stocks have very low RV in the software? Ooh, the stocks haven't proven themselves over the years. And even a couple of years ago when I did the original story on quantum computing for us on our channel, they still weren't. What's moving quantum computing right now, G Money, is hype, speculation. But they are advancing in their technology. They're getting better and better, more, what's surprising is not the word, but more enterprising in regards to quantum chips, quantum computers. That's what's pushing it. All right. And if, with that being said, with the RV so low, they are still in its infancy. So they haven't proven themselves to be able to outperform the market over the next 1 to 3 years yet, G Money, but that may change. ASML should be smoking now, but it's lagging because the whole chip space is getting hit right now. You think the news with Nvidia or Micron or something like that is not affecting other stocks in that space, Roger? That's exactly what's happening. Is QTUM overrated with top positions? Do you know one of the top positions are in QTUM is MicroStrategies? Ryan's put out what he feels about it, and it ain't pretty. And it ain't pretty. If you haven't looked at some of the shorts that Ryan's put out, you need, Ryan's got a great tale on what's going on with MSTR and why he's not a fan of it. It's on the channel. All right, AMD, look at that. AMD's new AI chip patent is more bad news for Nvidia. The only real big competition for Nvidia is AMD. Advanced Micros, AMD's new chiplet patent could revolutionize AI GPU technology by providing more cost-effective alternative to Nvidia's GPUs. Woo! Despite risks and high expectations, because that's what this is right now, AMD's proven track record, promising technology, and fair valuation present a compelling investment opportunity. I'm still looking at my list of stocks for 2025. Nvidia is on the list, and I think AMD is going to be on the list. But I got to get my full finalized list of top 10 stocks for next year. AMD flat for 2024, and it says that right here. AMD stock has declined over 20% in 6 months, while other chip stocks have kept rallying. There it is. It says it in the story. You remember? Wait, Tabula, do you remember? I put out a video when Argentina got their new election. I put out an Argentina list, and that list killed it. All right, AVGO is not a threat to Nvidia. After their earnings conference call, I know that the AVGO's market cap is growing. Let me place my words properly. I think the main competition to Nvidia is Advanced Micro. Now, Broadcom AVGO is on the rise. Their market cap is rising. I just don't think that they pose the same competition to Nvidia as AMD does. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. The color of travel, we did look at that. We look at that. You wanted to look at it, I put it up there. Last story for today, Netflix. Netflix poised, and I'm thinking that that's going to be one of my top stocks. So, yep. I think that's going to be another one of my top stocks for 2025. It's the biggest streamer out there. The big Netflix poised for subscriber gains, revenue growth with robust content lineups, UBS says. I think that's going to also be one of my top 10 picks for 2025. All right, let's get back into the software. Let's go to the viewers. Here's the stocks that made the news: Nvidia, Netflix, Palantir, AMD, INOQ, MU, and Quantum. There it is. MU is getting beat up bad. All right, forward guidance, weak guidance. Sales on there, and sales, what did I say was the competition to Nvidia, AMD? Both of those, and AMD and MU, are both sell recommended. Nvidia, Netflix is a buy, Palantir is a buy, and Quantum is a buy. Be careful with Quantum though, because of all of the micro strategy that's in there. All right, so if I'm looking at the stocks that made the news this week, what am I looking at? I'm looking at probably these three: Netflix, Palantir, and Quantum. All right, those are the stocks that not only made the news, but I have buy recommendations. I put nothing under the safe undervalued. I think that given the market's conditions, there's not a lot of fish that I'm willing to give to you, except for looking at, where is it? Contras. All right. And I don't know how long I would still hold Contras right now. If we're getting to a level of looking for a bottom, what Contras are moving? UVXY, because of the VIX. Tesla Bear, interesting. I own TSLL, but Tesla Bear is making money today, but it's a sell. Sox short, real estate, Hibbs, high beta, SRTY, the Russell. The bearish side of the Russell is moving. The bearish side is small cap. SQQQ is moving. What's not moving? FANG stocks bearish, Webb's bearish, Tech's bearish, and LABD bearish. I'm of the mindset if we're getting close to looking for a bottom, if you need to have stocks right now, in my opinion, it would be Contra ETFs, but I would concentrate on the Contras that have buy recommendations. DRV, LABD, make sure you buy them on the day that's going up, though. SOXS, these are Contras with buy recommendations. All right, when are you announcing the 2025 picks? I usually do it the first trading day of the year. The first trading day of the year is going to be my video for my top picks. And interesting, before we go, let's go to look at my top picks for 2024. Top picks for 2024 up 26%. And I picked these as of the first trading day of last year. Right? No, the first trading day of this year. First trading day of this year. Man, look at that. Good. Do I have stocks that have double-digit losses? Yes. I really thought crypto was going to do much better. That's why I had Mara in there. Intel is a garbage company. No, I don't. It's just such bad. I shouldn't call it garbage. All right, I'm not going to call it garbage. It's not a good company. Microsoft was in there. I thought uranium was going to take off. It's up 25%. AI, I took the whole, from AI, I took the ETF. AIQ up 28%. Coca-Cola. You know something? You got to have Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a staple. Coca-Cola is a staple that you just get a 31%. Meta I had 74%, and CRS was my big winner for the year, 143%. Now, even given the current market's condition, though, look at the pullback on these stocks. All right, we were as high up as 42%. Wow. These have no stops. I'm going to hold on to, when I do my top picks for the year, I hold them, no stops. I'm going to live or die by their gains or losses. VectorVest does not recommend buying any stocks today. So with all this negative outlooks, what would you buy today? And that's why I spent as much time as I just did, the color of travel, on Contras and which ones I would keep my eyes on. The ones that have buy recommendations, these are bearish, ETFs. I would take advantage of the ones that have buy recommendations, but make sure that they're rising on the day that you take them. Hopefully that makes sense. Quantum may have sold its SMCI. I don't know. I know Ryan gave me a breakdown of what they had. All right. Good. I'm not giving any fish today. I just don't think, with the exception of Contras, that's the only fish that I would think about. Again, look at the buy recommendations. Write these down, whatever you need to do. Look at the buy recommendations and make sure they're going up on the day that you buy. All right, let's go look at your picks. Now you can start typing stocks in as I take a little sip of my juice. Sipping on gin and juice way back. I got my mind on the stocks and the stocks on my mind. Sitting at Trending Thursday, drinking gin and juice. I don't know. Knowing me, I might have some gin in there. You don't know. You don't know what I got in there. All right, SoFi, a stock I own. SoFi, is Tesla a hold? Tesla is a watch. All right, NKLA. Tesla is a watch. Be careful with it. I own TSLL. I'm up a lot. I'm still watching it right now. I'm not panic selling it. MOBLAES, AETA, AET. Do I have AETA? How many likes do we get? 82. Wow, that's better. I'm still going to give you about 10 stocks anyway. Or is it ZETA? I think that's probably one you wanted. ALAB, Fox. Glenn, just check Schwab and SMCI is not listed as a holding on in Quantum. It's not. Okay, thank you for that. Sound, SOUN, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. I'm gonna get these stocks, make this money now. That's right, just listen how. Because ain't no mountain high enough to EVA. TPC, IONQ, PAM, SN, TD. I'm not in the Canadian version of VectorVest, so I can't look at that. SUPV, sorry, AISP. What is that? Who gave me that? Eugene, what is that? QUBT. All right, so before I go look at your stocks, I did say I was going to look at the stocks that Ryan put, which should be right here, Ryan's Quantum list, which I'm glad he took my list and made it better. All right, Ryan's Quantum list, he took my list and made it better. Is Netflix a buy now? Hold on. Customer picks. I like Netflix. I'm going to put that in there. There's 18 stocks in there, which means I needed to have 180 likes. I got 102, but 180 likes. All right, Ryan's Quantum list. Let's go take a look at the stocks today. What is this? LOL, I'm singing along. That's what I like. That's what I'm talking about, Zach. You know why? Because happiness is contagious, baby. Woo-wee. Happiness is contagious. So out of 28 stocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 8 stocks going up. Interesting, huh? Nvidia is one of them. Which stocks are going down the most? RGTI is probably, well, there it is, at 31%. QM, look at this. These stocks that was hot. I just want you to be aware. I did everything that I could to try to find what candlestick patterns, any of these are open to. None. There's none. So as much as we've been talking about it, I love that we've been talking about it. I love that you guys have made money. But I think a lot of people are taking profits, especially if the market still has a tendency to move lower. Does that make sense to everybody in here? Because we've done 3 videos in a matter of 2 weeks that have done very well. What I want you guys to be made aware of, be careful. Right now, it's going to be a lot of profit taking. A lot of these stocks moved up quick. Does that make sense to everybody in here? Yes or no? Or did I confuse the hell out of everybody? Yes or no? Just type in yes, you understand, or confused. Yes, you understand, or one or yes, that you understand, or confused. Okay, I'm new to this. I don't understand what a candlestick. I will join the channel. All right, candlesticks. I think I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what candlesticks are in tomorrow's video, but I'm going to use the power of candlesticks to see from a bottom fishing perspective what stocks are the best for. Is that nano, what is that? Nano, I'll add that. So I wanted you to know, yeah, we've been talking about quantum, and I love that we've brought that to your attention. I think it would be remiss on us if we just told you all to just go buy them looking at what's just happening right now. I want you to, one, be careful. A lot of profit has been made in the last 2 weeks on these. There's a lot of profit taking going on right now. I did to try. Hey, VV Nation, did I not look at DAP? Type in a one I did, or two that I didn't. I looked at DAP. My girl just said you should take your singing to the shower. Damn! That's straight to the point. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, Chris. I'm about to shout your girl out. Yo, that wasn't cool. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. That hurt. That cut deep. And I don't even know you. That cut deep. Whew. All right. It could have been truthful. Sometimes the truth hurts, right? Sometimes the truth hurts. All right. There is no ASIP on the list. Wrong list. Let's go back to your stock picks. ASIP, I did put it in there because I didn't know what it was. Those were the Ryan's picks. ASIP is, there it is. AISP is there. All right. First thing, we got about 10 minutes. I can get through this in 10 minutes. Here's all the stocks that you gave me. Let me tell you, if these are your stocks, okay? First off, anybody holding a sell recommended stock, I would say you should not be. All right, remember that. All of the stocks that are put into a VectorVest watch list are already sorted for you. But sell recommendations, I'm going to tell you, if you got to sell recommendations, be careful. You shouldn't own those. Phyllis says, you sing 1,000 times better than I do. Thank you. Chris, maybe Glenn will send her some noise-canceling headphones so you can still get the stock tips. Damn, Janice. Janice is beating me up, too. Wow, that's all right. It's a good thing I love VV Nation. It's a good thing I love me some VV Nation. All right, the color of travel there are many YouTube sessions on candlestick trading patterns, so search. And one of the things that I use to tell people in regards to candlestick patterns, go to a website, www.candlesticker.com. Candlesticker.com. It's a great website that gives a great introduction to candlesticks. www.candlesticker.com. And number two, again, for those people who want more from a software, we've got candlestick searches. We got candlestick searches here for you. 99 cents gets you access for 30 days. You can search your own candlesticks. How about that? All right, how about that, Chris? I got you. You want to learn more about candlesticks? We've got the patterns. We got a lot of patterns built into the software. 99 cents gets you access to the VectorVest software for 30 days. You get access. All right, let's go back to the viewers. Let's go look. That's the first thing. Next thing, any of you got stocks that have RTs below 1? That's these stocks right here. RTs below 1. So added one other stock, Shark Ninja. It's got an RT below 1. All of these stocks are in downtrends. So that includes your 3 cells plus one more that's got an RT below 1. How about holding a high dividend Nvidia ETF? Ooh, you want to know something? High dividend, like I got a portfolio for that. Nvidia investments. What was it called? Undervalued. No. Magnificent midday market. Multi-bagger. What was the portfolio? I forget. No, Archero Sleeper, Uranium, Speculative, Domino. There was a portfolio. How to Not Day Trades, Magnificent 7, Multi-bagger. There was a portfolio that I had that had those stocks in it. The yield stocks. I can't remember what it was. Well, I don't remember what it was called. There it is, Mega Place. And sort this by symbol. There it is. Look at that. For the year, though, that's since May of this year. I've not been a big fan of many of these. This is on MSTR yield. Coin yield. Notice a lot of them are down. Apple yield. There's only 3 of them. So and Zach, that's a great question right there. But the high dividend Nvidia yield is in my portfolio down since May, down 7.63%. Canadian YN is 14%. Yeah, I'm looking at it. This is, again, I put 3 of them Apple, Coin, Microsoft, Nvidia. Should have been 4. Coin, Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia. Only a couple of them are making money. Downtrend can wipe out a dividend quickly. Absolutely. But I do track those. Man, throughout the year, folks, I've tracked a lot of stuff that we've talked about. All right. What else do I not like? How about this? Out of the stocks that you pick, what stocks have the smallest earnings growth? Ooh. I keep my eyes on them, especially the negative ones. Remember, folks, earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Boeing just got another contract for like 100 planes. But look at their earnings growth. INOQ, great stock I like in the space. Look at the earnings growth. LAES, a stock that brought to Ryan's attention, but it's the worst one on the list by earnings growth. How about sales growth? Smallest sales growth. LAES, SUPV, GG. Now, interesting on GGAI. I like the graph. But look at the sales growth compared to its earnings growth. So the cool thing about when I build a watch list here live, I can get so much information by the rank analysis in these indicators. All right, so I put that out there. All right, let's go graph all of these real quick so we can go. Oof, LEES. No. Fading the gap, falling down. That was news driven. I'm not a fan of it. I know that Ryan brought it up and he's got his reasons. I'm looking at price. I'm not feeling it. I'm looking at earnings. I'm not feeling it. I'm looking at sales. I'm not feeling it. Just quite right now. All right. I like SUPV. Rising earnings. I don't like the falling sales growth, but rising earnings, undervalued. Watch today. A little bit of a shooting star. Tomorrow will be follow through or not, but like the equity curve. GGAL. Love the graph. Right now, falling through almost 2 levels of support. If I've got money in it, I'm not afraid to take half off the table. That's a bearish engulfing right there in follow through. I don't know what more you need. All right, let's go to the next one. Boeing, man, is like a stock that's just, you know what Boeing is? And now, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Boeing is like a cockroach that you just can't kill. Now, not asking you where you from, but can you relate? If you can relate, put an amen. So I got to say, if you can relate, put an amen in the room. Boeing's like a cockroach that just won't die. It really is. Nice little bounce. Look, nice little rebound here. And again, I'm not putting nothing out there about nobody. I'm just asking if you can relate. Put an amen in there. But look at that little rebound. The news of 100 jets getting under contract. I'm just saying. Look at that. Alna, I don't think you've ever spoke but came up and said amen. I like that. Thank you, Alna. I try to get everybody to talk. I try to get everybody to talk. I really do. I'm Canadian for sure. We have truth. That's not nice, Dan. Holy smokes. And Tabula says that's a very big cockroach. If it ain't Boeing, it ain't going. I like that too, Rick. I like the move right now. I can't deny. It's just a tough play. Fundamentally, the stock has gotten its butt kicked. Fundamentally, it's got its butt kicked. BA will do good under the Trump administration. We'll see. But I'm going to call it right here. I like the move. I like the story. I would really like to see it if it's got the wherewithal to take out this high. If it does, I think it's got more room to grow. All right. TPC, no. Look at that. Broke through an uptrend. Fell through a level of resistance, support, another level of support, and now a third level of support? No. Nothing I like about it. Now, earnings per share looks good, and we got to wait to see if the market can pull this up. But right now, falling sales growth, I'm not feeling that. Fox, I like it. Look at bottom left, top right. Shooting star follow through. Take profit. Don't be afraid, especially if the market's doing what it's doing. Don't be afraid, take some profit. That is classic shooting star follow through. I wouldn't be mad to take some profit on that. Next one, Pam. Rising earnings, choppy earnings though. Choppy earnings. Sales growth looks good. I got a solid level of support sitting right here. If it breaks below 84.10, you probably need to be out of it. Right now, you're taking a little bit of a hit right now. But if it drops below 84.10, you probably should definitely be out of it. Teva, drug, news. It's a drug company. I think it's news, but it's good news because the sales growth just went up. Earnings growth went up. RT, I don't know what the news is, but unless it fades, this is where I would give you a stop. If it fades that gap, sitting at 1977, leave it alone. I'd like to see it take out that high, but man, I think that's straight up news. I don't think it's earnings, or is it? No, it's not earnings. It's news. Something happened. That looks like news. Michelle, how come I knew that you were going to put Mara? Woof. Netflix, I like it. Good for 2025 right now with the market's conditions. It's moving with the 80% of the markets is moving with the market's direction. That's all. Rising earnings, falling sales growth. RT is above 1. Overvalued, but value is rising. That's also a positive sign. Would I be in it now? No. All right. Would I be in it now? No. I'd wait to see if we can get back up into that uptrend. Don't like Eugene. I do not like these wicks. That's a lot of selling pressure on this stock. That's a lot of selling pressure. Now, interesting, selling pressure, no follow through. Selling pressure, we'll see. These wicks on the top, Eugene, concern me. Now, also, it is overvalued, but value is rising. I like that. With the housing stocks getting smoked, can the layoffs be far behind to push unemployment higher? If you follow me on Twix, what the hell is it now? X? Twitter, I'm going to call it Twix. Going forward, it's Twix. It's Twitter X. Fine. If you follow, all you got to do is search for my name. I usually post all of the major big layoffs as they come up. So the layoffs have been steady, Jersey. I don't think that we get a big influx of layoffs. I think that they've just been pretty steady throughout the year. Jersey guy, does that make sense? So I don't know if there becomes a big layoff bubble that the market just goes back crazy over. I don't think so. I think it's already been happening. All right. There we go. Let's go to the next one. Oof. So far, I own it. I think I have stops in place. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful level of support sitting at 1487. We're close to it. We're close to it. 3 big days off. I was up as much as about 80 some odd percent on SoFi. But we'll see what my SOT said. Jersey guy says Roger that. 10-4. All right. So be careful with SoFi. It's right at a level of support. If it breaks through that, I probably would be all out. Shark Ninja. Rising earnings, rising sales. You know what's hurting it? RT is below 1. A lot of sideways move here. I got a channel. There we go. I got me a channel. I do like the rising earnings. I do like the rising sales, but I'm in a channel. I need to break out of that channel. All right. I need to break out of that channel. Next one, Zeta. That's just going down. You know, freehand line. That's just going. And I got a down channel. Look at that. I'm not feeling that. I love this move here. I don't know what happened between here and here. Look at that big gap down, and it still has never recovered. Still has never recovered. That's the problem. All right. Sound. That's a bearish engulfing. Selling pressure, bearish engulfing. If you're in sound, take half off. I would consider definitely taking half off right now. All right. Those are red flags. Big selling pressure. So then what is that? A shooting star would follow through, which created another pattern called a bearish engulfing. I'd be super careful on sound. You had an opportunity to make money. Don't give it all back. Let's go to INOQ. Again, that's in that space, but it's in that quantum space. But what I told you right now, it's hard for me to find good new entry opportunities on the quantum stocks. All right. Phyllis said, I made good money on Zeta and got out. Way to go. What does Zeta look like? Yeah, hopefully back here you did, because when this happened, it never really recovered. Hopefully, Phyllis, you made money back here. All right, let's go Qubit. Man, again, this is why I started out today's session in regards to quantum. Be careful. It's a lot of profit taking. These stocks parabolically went up a lot in the past week. It's going to be some quantum, some profit taking. I still believe in the industry going into 2025. This is just profit taking. A lot of people made a lot of good money. All right. No. And that's an EV. And the answer to that is no. No. What there, besides rising earnings, which is they're negative $7.92. It's getting better. But there's nothing I like. Show the non-subscribers the news function. Oh, so if you ever want to get the news on a stock like Nikola, just going down, right here, go to the news. You can pull up news on the stock. How cool is that? Right here. Look, it's down today, 6%. Look at that. That's an ugly looking graph. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. You ugly. You ugly. That's ugly. That's an ugly graph. And then we can see what news yesterday. Nikola secures a new Highland location in West Sacramento. Ooh, everybody's trying to build somewhere. But if you ain't making money, why are you building a new location? Look at this. Trump weighs eliminating EV tax credit. I'm telling you, EVs may not be the pick for next year. Thank you for that, Roger. EV may not be the pick for next year. All right. Let me put that back down. Qubit and others had large short positions which were covering shares the last couple of days. Okay. Plus, it's between the short covering and profit taking. I think that's what's moving down. Glenn, what about the possibility of a government shutdown? You know, nobody's talking about it really, which concerns me. They're going to do a stopgap. I think they have to. But Trump's not afraid to shut the government down. This will be done before he gets into office, so they'll do a stopgap. I think they'll do a stopgap. Waiving subsidies should be positive for Tesla. Yep, and it will be. That's why I still own TSLL. But Nikola, no. ALAB had a level of support. It broke through it. My answer to that is no. Take your profits on it. You had a lot of, if you depend on when you got in, you had a lot of opportunity to take profits. And the last stock in the list, that's almost a parabolic move that's just giving the money back. The government shutdown won't affect most people. It will. It will affect the ability for us, for supply chain, I think, more so than anything. So Ryan let the cat out of the house. I was so mad when I saw that, Janice. I saw it. About changes to the software. You want it? No, I don't want to expound on that. I ain't. Nope. I was so mad. Clay, you could put me on the last screen. I was so mad. I go away for a day, and he goes and blabs his mouth. Sort of, kind of. Who does that? Is it time to bottom fish oil equities? Not yet. And Jersey guy, I still think that oil is going to have a big drag on the market going into next year because of the drill mentality. The commodity is going to go down, but I think there's some outside possibilities on like the drilling machines, the drilling, that kind of thing, services, oil services that'll have a possibility to go up next year. That's what I think. Rebel Ryan, that's who does that. Son of a gun, that was so. What about fish oil? You go to the store and get fish oil. Dang it. I don't know. Fitz, I do believe Glenn is ignoring the topic. What? What topic? Oh, what topic? Oh, Lord. You know me. I'm not going to never. I don't do that. What did Fitz say? Fitz, how much trouble did Ryan get into the show? Yeah, I don't know. I ain't the guy that puts nobody into trouble. I don't put nobody into trouble, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I know. Loose lips sink ships. Don't you know that, Ryan? Loose lips sink ships. But, maybe it wasn't a bad thing for you to start to get to see it, but, what's the schedule next week? Clay, what is the schedule next week? We're not doing AMA next week. I'm probably doing Monday. We got Monday, trending Thursday, and the mobile stream. That's what we got next week. By the way, Glenn, I found refound bacon grease at what? Oh man, Ryan's fun, but he can't sing. Snitches get stitches. I ain't snitching. I'm just saying. I looked at it. What's the big secret? Why trying to hide stuff? Because we're gonna probably get to show it when we want to show it, Tabula. We got the right to hide stuff. How about that? Okay. So you're saying that RIG and TTI, etc., will explode next year? I think that anything outside of the oil commodity has an opportunity to go up big time next year. Ultra Magnus said something. He was drunk yesterday. Nah, he wasn't drunk. You know the reason why he probably showed it accidentally is because we've been using it a lot in the background. And he probably just had it up in the background like he normally does with the VectorVest software. And that's what that was. All right. I got to go. Hey, thank you guys. We had a lot of people here for a long time. Thank you. Hey, and thank you for helping out with those 2 non-subscribers to subscribe to the software. Way to go. I give you guys a hearty golf clap for doing that. I love it when we can talk to new people on the channel that is not me and listen to you guys talk to people and let them help them to make a decision. So thank you guys so much for that. That was awesome. That was awesome. No, you'll see me before. When is Christmas? What day is Christmas? Is it?
Next Wednesday.
It's next Wednesday. Yeah, you'll see me before Christmas. So, but, for those of you who may be going away or whatever, Merry Christmas to all of you as well. All right? Merry Christmas to all of you as well. All right? Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii, praying for people all over the world. Remember, folks, look out for your neighbor. Help them out when you can. If we all do that, we're going to be a better society. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom. Oh, you're going to Tampa, Phyllis? Man, Tampa's going to be fun. Tampa's going to be fun. Oh, and one last time before I finish out, if you haven't gotten your ticket, your reservation for the live, you need to do it. I don't know how many seats are left, so I may be giving it out to you and it may not be anymore. But go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa for the in-person reservation. Nobody has told me, but I know we were getting close to selling out. So, we're close. Clay says we're close. So, if you want to go and be there live, you better get off the pot. All right, you need to get off the pot or else you ain't going to have a seat. Odabo. Salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Michael, hurry up. You need to hurry up because the seats are going to go, especially if you're going live. See you, folks. Bye.